We have a Mercedes Benz E350. Customer purchased this Android monitor that you can do Carplay Android Auto, mirror link, Wi-Fi connections. First thing you're going to do is remove the bezel around the radio display. That simply just pops out, no special tool required. You can use a panel popper, pry that off. It comes off like this. And there are two screws there, torque screws. You're going to remove that. That display we don't get to use. Then we're going to have to remove the center dash, including that air vent. There is a locking clip. You need a little L-shaped pokey tool like that. Before you do it, open the glove box. There is a metal clip. You have to pull that metal clip downward, so that releases that the panel that's locked into the main frame of the dashboard. Don't do that. I didn't know there was a metal clip. Most of them don't have that clip. This one did. So you're just going to have to open the glove box and pull that metal clip down. I'll show you a little bit later. The first thing you do is bend out this tab, and what it is it locks the alright, so that has to be pulled away from the side. That is a locking tab. So you got to bend it inward toward to the hazard switch. There's another one on the other side of the air vent. You do the same thing to release that. So that side also, same thing. You just pull that away from the end part of that air vent, and that unlocks. Now open the glove box. See that little metal piece right there? You got to pull that clip downward. Just push it down like that. Pull that down, and now the entire center dash can pop out like that. No screws. You just need a pry panel, pry bar, or panel popper, and just pull that entire bezel out. And disconnect those three connectors. There's a little locking pin. You just push it down and release. After you get that center dash out, through that hole there are two screws, and also two screws on the dashboard, the display part. You're going to remove them along with these two screws on the radio. Those are torque screws. You pull that all the way up. Some radios you don't have to take the screw out. You simply loosen that up and pull the screw upward at release. This one we had to physically remove those screws to get the radio out. Once you have the radio out, as I said, this radio we had to remove those two screws physically out to release. On the side of it, that plug is for the heated seat option, so make sure you disconnect, otherwise you're going to break that pins. And this is the monitor customer purchase. This is the Android Auto. It's about 11 inches, I guess, and comes with all the key harnesses that you're going to need to connect from top to bottom. So remove those two screws. We are not using that factory display because we are replacing it. Now on the back of the radio, see that orange cable there? That's a fiberglass data bus. So be sure not to cut or kink, because that cannot be soldered because it's a fiberglass. So be careful handling that. This is the NTG 4.0. The 4.0 has little rectangular pins versus 4.5 and higher. It has the round ones. So customer bought a wrong one, and I'm going to show you later where the adapter is. You're going to pull that little locking pin for the fiberglass and pull that fiberglass pins out, and that's going to be transferred over to this T harness. It simply plugs back into the same way it came out. Make sure it's locked in place so it doesn't come out. And this plug goes back into the factory radio. Basically what we are doing is we're going to transfer that fiberglass cable from old one to new one. Then that new plug goes back into the radio, and the T-harness female to male plugs in like that, so it kind of loops. So now next step we're going to do is we're going to put the white cable routed up to the back of the radio display, because the new display comes with its own harness. So that cable has to go up to the top. And some of them, they give you microphone cable, so be sure to run all the cables that comes with on the top of the radio display part. The customer purchased the wrong display, but they do make the conversion kit from 4.0 to 4.5. 4.0 has this cable versus 4. Sorry about the confusion. The 4.0 comes with a little rectangular plug versus 4.5 and higher comes with a round either burgundy plug or a green plug. But they do make the conversion kit, so he's waiting for the conversion kit to come. We temporarily put everything back together. So with factory monitor, you're gonna have to choose aux input. So once you choose aux input on the factory monitor, you may not want to choose different options on the radio, because it's going to be hard for you to see what options you are at. But that's only if you happen to get the wrong one. I'm going to put the right link on it, so it comes with the 4.0, not the 4.5. So everything works. We tried the Carplay Android Auto, audio works, video works.